And about red light cameras. In reference to an article in the Winchester Star on the 6th of July, a survey lasting 12 hours at the intersections of Berryville Avenue and Pleasant Valley Road, Jubal Early Drive and Pleasant Valley Road, and 300 violations. That's in a 12-hour time period. How many in 24 hours would that be? 500 violations? Who knows? Using the STAR's time period from May 1st, 2011 to April 30, 2013, 11 red light citations were issued during a time that probably had in excess of 300,000 red light violations in the city of Winchester. And we're just talking about 2 intersections. There are others. Now, maybe the police could do more. Maybe we could have a special traffic division of police, maybe a lower time scale. But 11 violations, and I'm sure a lot of those are from T-boners, that's not very well, not very good. Also, for those that are opposed to red light cameras due to concerns about privacy, why is there no concern about the safety of the other drivers trying to cross on a green light or pedestrians waiting to cross on a green light in a safe manner? Thank you very much. And I do support the red light cameras. And I've been a life that almost every minute of the day on the job, somebody's watching me, somebody had a tape on me, and flying as a military pilot and a commercial pilot, I was there, and I know what it's like. And as long as you stay in the box, you're going to do okay. And you can look at the thing in San Francisco where they didn't stay in the box. But so I have a different perspective, and I do support the red light cameras. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Armbaugh. Todd Golding, please state your name and address for the record, please.
Yes, sir. I'll do my best to keep this at 3 minutes. My name is Todd Golding. I live at 1027 Kinsel Drive. Virginia City to invest in red light cameras. That is the title of a blog post by Redflex Traffic Systems on May 28, 2013. Here's a copy if you'd like to have it. The very next sentence says that Winchester, Virginia is moving forward with plans to implement its photo enforcement program. Reading further in the blog, Redflex goes on to state that now the City Council has decided to implement red light cameras at the intersections of Pleasant Valley and Jubal Early and Pleasant Valley and Berryville Avenue. I guess Redflex was in such a hurry to advertise this achievement that they forgot that the citizens of Winchester has yet to decide the issue. Tonight I urge you to vote no on the ordinance before you to allow red light monitoring. While it may seem that my statement above and the evidence of bribery that I cited in my June 8th letter that I have a vendetta against Redflex, I must point out they only follow the same questionable business patterns as the rest of the industry. For example, American Traffic Solutions has sued to block voter referendums in Marietta, California in 2012 and in Houston, Texas in 2011 in order to protect their profits. I should also note that Redflex joined the lawsuit in California. Change the name of the camera vendor and the result is still the same. They're all about making profit, not public safety. In researching this issue the past month, the majority of the studies that I have found show these camera systems increase public safety have either been funded by the industry or by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, where the majority of the studies have been authored by one Mr. Richard Redding, who in 1983 was the Deputy Assistant Commissioner for Traffic Safety Programs for New York City, where he introduced and lobbied for the nation's first red light camera laws. As a result of Mr. Redding's advocacy for the use of red light cameras, today Mr. Redding is a paid industry lobbyist with Sam Sports Engineering based in Washington, D.C., advocating for red light camera use. An example of Mr. Redding's work is the 1999 Oxnard, California study where he concluded that since red light cameras were installed, that there was a 40% reduction in red light violations at intersections with cameras and a 50% reduction at intersections without cameras. This study is often cited by industry salespeople as an example of how effective cameras are. But they rarely point out that Mr. Redding's study has been called into question by multiple peer-reviewed researchers from the Texas Transportation Institute, University of South Florida, North Carolina A&T University, and our very own Virginia Transportation Research Council. Knowing that my time is growing short, I will close with this fact from the November 2012 New Jersey Report on Red Light Systems. Cameras at all red light running system locations and comparing the pre-camera installation 12-month time period versus the year one installation 12-month time period, the data indicates that total crashes are up 0.9%. However, more severe right-angle crashes are down 15%, while the same direction rear-end crashes are up 20%. Crash severity cost increased by an estimated $1,172,000. In other words, the crashes after the red light cameras actually costed more than before. Is this the type of public safety that Winchester desires to have? I certainly hope not. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else tonight that would like to address us? Please, if you could come forward and state your name and address for the record.
My name is Brian Baxter, 210 Ultra Drive, and I apologize for not signing in my first meeting. Also shown here by just notes. I just have a couple points that I want to make about the red light cameras. The first one is, if I had a crystal ball here and I told you that it shows that your red light cameras are going to cost you, it's going to be a loss every week, every month, every quarter, every year, for the entire duration that you have them, would you still put them up? My guess is that you'd say no, that it costs too much. And if that is the answer, then it's not for safety, it's for money. Sidewalks, they cost money, that's for safety. We continue to repair sidewalks, that's for safety. A second point, the people that are actually running the red lights and T-boning and crashing, aren't they issued citations by the investigating officer? I'm sure somebody goes out to the scene of the crime and investigates the accident, and any accident I've been in to cause the accident, the person who caused it gets some kind of citation. It's not the people that are piggybacking through lights or on a yellow light. That's not the people. My other point that I was trying to make is that if it is about safety, if that's what the city of Winchester is concerned about, you do it the old-fashioned way, and that's by educating your people. If you want to invest in your citizens, you take out time at the Alamo, run an ad there. You go to the Winchester Royals baseball game, take out an ad there. Educate your people about the deaths, about the money and the injuries that are being caused by red lights being ran. That's why smoking campaigns work. That's why seatbelt campaigns work. It's education. I'm an air traffic controller. I live and I breathe safety every day on the job. I get recorded every day on the job just as the pilots do, and I still don't like the system. I think education is the best way. You win safety that way. You don't do it by letting a private corporation, a national corporation, come into a small town and tattletale on its citizens for money. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else here tonight to address us on this matter? If not, I'll close the public hearing and open up for council discussion. Mr. McIntyre.
Thank you, Mr. President. I appreciate everybody coming tonight to voice their opinion on this. And let me be very clear by saying that I favor red lights at intersections when there is a necessity for those red lights. However, tonight's vote is for the ordinance. It's not to decide if we do it or not. It's not to decide if we've decided on a company, which we haven't. This is just for the ordinance. We will, if this moves forward, we will conduct our own RFP to see if there is a company out there that we feel like that the city of Winchester can work with. So any information about any other companies or any announcements that these other companies have made on the internet are not by our approval. I think that based upon some of the information that's come out of here, and some facts that some people have said tonight are not exactly